to beautiful Brisco, British Columbia. Today we are at Brisco Falls with a Waterfall Vinyasa flow practice. This practice will challenge your core strength, your flexibility, and your balance. Please grab your water bottle and meet me on your mat. Let's begin seated in the middle of our mats. Legs are crossed. Inhale, arms reach up as you start to create energy and flow. Hands fall into prayer and slowly come down towards your heart. Setting your intention for this class, whether it's releasing negative energy or you're dedicating this practice to a loved one. Let's take one more breath. Inhale, reach up towards the sky, bringing the pinky fingers and the thumbs together, creating a lotus flower, and then lowering it down to your heart center. Imagine your intention lies between the beautiful petals of the lotus. Now release your hands to your knees as we bring the intention into practice. Begin to tilt the head, sending your left ear to your left shoulder. Shoulders are down, creating space along the right side of your neck, lengthening and elongating. Then bringing the head over to the other side, right ear to right shoulder. Once again, feeling a nice stretching sensation along the ligaments of the neck. Now let the head gently fall forward and roll to the left shoulder, then to the right, repeating again, stopping for a moment on each side. Feel the throat chakra loosening up. Now let the head fall forward, center. Inhale, arms come up. Allow the fingers to intertwine and slightly push on the back of your neck. Think of bringing your chin in towards your neck as close as you can. Now release the arms and begin to extend the left leg towards the left corner of your mat. Your right knee stays bent with the foot touching the left inner thigh. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, reach away from that left leg. Right arm, right elbow comes down towards the mat if possible, and left arm reaches up over top, creating space along the left side body, our feminine, our lunar side. Bring awareness to the ebb and the flow of your breath, how your inhale expands your lungs, which in turn expands your rib cage, and then your exhale shrinks it all back down. Now gently begin to come back up into a neutral position. Bring the arms back up and turn the body towards that left foot. Reach now down towards it with a nice flat back, and then let the body gently collapse over that left leg. You may bring the hands under that left knee so that you don't hyperextend, or if you feel you usually have weak or sore knees, you can reach for the ankle, the shin, the thigh, wherever you are in this practice. Just know that you are exactly where you need to be. You will feel the stretch in your hamstring and along your lumbar spine. Going Going into our first flow, you're going to bring the body down along the ground to the right side of your mat in a sweeping motion, keeping the left leg straight. You will place your right hand on the back of the right side of your mat, push up out of that right knee, left arm reaches over, creating a slight back bend. This is all done with an inhale. Then exhale, the right glute comes back down to the mat. You'll sweep your body over and back to that left foot. Let's do this again. Inhale, reaching up, creating energy, and exhale, sweep back over. Once more, inhale, back bend, and exhale, sweep over. Take one last inhale, and on your exhale, begin to slowly roll up. Roll the shoulders back, and bring the left foot back in. Now extending the right foot to the right corner. Ensure that both sit bones are fully on the mat. Inhale, reach up, and exhale, begin to reach away from that right side. Left hand, left elbow comes down to the mat, and right arm reaches up over top. You may keep the gaze up at that right hand, or look down towards the mat. Now feeling a stretch along our right side, our solar, more masculine and energetic body. If you notice your mind begins to wander, always bring your focus back to your breath. Now release, bring the body back up, arms reach up towards the sky, turning the body towards that right foot, reaching as far as you can with a flat back, and then gently collapse over that right leg. Once again, you may bring the hands underneath of your knee to protect that hamstring and prevent hyperextension, while also keeping a nice flat back, folding from the hips and not the lumbar spine. We are now going to move into our flow. So this time, right leg stays extended and you reach the back of your mat with your left hand. Right arm over top for a back bend. And then with the exhale, now the left glute meets the mat and you sweep the body over to your right foot. Let's do this all in one. Inhale. Push up. And exhale, sweep. Once more, inhale, creating energy, moving with mindfulness. Exhale, sweeping over. Taking one last inhale in, and exhale, begin to slowly roll up. Rolling the shoulders back to release any tension. Begin to fold your left knee into your body, readjust your sit bones, then swing your right leg to the back of your mat and step back with your left foot into your plank position. Send the hips back, taking our first downward dog of the practice. You can start to walk it out, keeping a slight bend in each knee, just feeling out the hamstrings. They may feel a bit stiff at first. Relax your head And come up onto both tiptoes in your downward dog. Roll through the feet, pushing the heels down. Come back up and down. Pushing as far as you can, looking up to the front of your mat, step, hop, or jump with feet together, and begin to slowly roll the body up into your standing position. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, release the arms back down to your side. Let's do that again, creating energy. Inhale up. All hands fall into prayer down towards your heart. One more time. Inhale, gathering all of the energy you've created. Exhale, dive down into your forward fold. Inhale, come up halfway, stepping the right foot to the back of your mat. Exhale, high lunge, arms come up towards the sky. Hips are square. Inhale and exhale, lower that right knee down to the mat. Pushing the hips forward, inhale, reach forward. Exhale, release all that energy. Inhale, reach. Exhale, let it go. One more. Inhale, gather all the energy you can. Exhale, interlacing the fingers behind your back, pulling the shoulders down towards the floor, opening the chest, releasing the back, release the head, and let it go. Tucking the right toes back under. Inhale, coming back up into high lunge. Exhale, release the hands down to the floor, stepping the left foot back into plank. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, coming back up into upward facing dog. Opening the shoulders. If you can, try to see if you can lift your thighs off the ground by pushing into your toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Walking it out or keeping a slight bend in the knee. Just doing what feels right. Looking up to the front of your mat. Step, hop, or jump, feet together. And slowly begin to roll up. Inhale. Arms come up. Exhale. Release. Inhale. Hands fall into prayer, coming towards your heart. On your exhale. One more breath. Inhale. Come back to your intention of this practice. Exhale, dive down into your forward fold. Inhale halfway, stepping the left foot back this time, bringing the arms up into high lunge. Hips are square. Straighten out that back left leg. Feel your hips sinking down towards your mat. Inhale, hold it. Now exhale, dropping the left knee down. Breathe in, reaching for the energy in front of you. Exhale the negative energy within your body. Inhale, breathing in love and light. Exhale, releasing the negative. Inhale, exhale, release, intertwining the fingers and taking a slight back bend. Let the shoulders drop. The head lays back, relaxed. You are strong, you are powerful, and you can do whatever you put your mind to. Tuck the left toes, coming back up into a high crescent lunge. Release the hands down, back to the mat, stepping the right foot back into plank, bending the elbows, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Taking this moment, it's the time to relax. On your next exhale, push your hips back into downward facing dog. This time I want you to find stillness in your dog. Trying to push the heels down as far as you can. Look up to your mat, step, hop, or jump. Feet together, and slowly begin to roll up. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, dive forward, fold. Inhale, halfway. Stepping the right foot back, high lunge. Inhale, arms come up. Try to get lower than you were before. Exhale, release the hands down to the mat. Stepping the left foot back into plank. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts up towards the sky. Exhale and bend the knee. Now try to stack the hips, left over right, opening them up. Inhale, once again, straighten the leg. On your exhale, bring the weight forward onto your shoulders, coming to plank position. Knee tucks in to your chest. Inhale, leg reaches back up. This time, coming into plank, the knee is going to touch the outside elbow. Inhale, come up. Let's repeat this again. Exhale, knee tucks into your chest. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale. Instead of touching knee to elbow, you're going to place the left foot on the outside of that left hand, coming into your lizard pose, allowing the knee to meet the mat and untucking the right toes. Walk your heel out to the outer edge of the left side of your mat, and then allow your knee to fall open down towards the ground. Bring your weight down onto your elbows. You may also place your head on the mat if you are able to do so. Just take this time to breathe. With every exhale, you will begin to notice how your hip flexor loosens up and you're able to bring that left knee closer to the ground. You may also feel little bursts of energy here, and that is because we tend to hold a lot of our energy in our hip flexors and our glutes. So just know whatever you're feeling, it is completely normal. Just breathe through it. Allow your mind to relax. Just focus on you and be present in this moment. Slowly come back up onto your hands. Bring the left knee in, tucking the right toes. Sending the hips back, pushing up out of your shoulders. Leg reaches up into your three-legged dog. Now bend the knee and place it back down into your downward facing dog. Looking towards the front of your mat, step, hop, or jump. Feet together. Forward fold. Grabbing your shins, pulling yourself in closer. Folding from the hips, not the lumbar spine. Bend the knees and slowly begin to roll up. Let's do this on the other side. Inhale, gathering energy. Exhale, dive into your forward fold. Inhale halfway. Exhale, stepping the right foot back. Crescent lunge. Push your hips forward and down. Lower than you were before. You are stronger. Release the hands down to the mat. Stepping the left leg back into plank position. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Opening the shoulders. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot comes up into three-legged dog. Exhale, bend the knee, stacking the hips right over left. Inhale, right leg extends. On your exhale, come into your plank position. That right knee tucks into your chest. Inhale, send it back into three-legged dog. Exhale, opening the knee, touches the right elbow. Inhale, send it back into three-legged dog. Exhale, into the chest. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee opens. Place the right foot on the side of your right hand, coming into your lizard position. Drop the left knee down to the ground. Begin to heel toe your right foot to the outer edge of the right side of your mat. Untuck the toes on your left leg. Allow the right knee to open and fall down to the ground. Bringing the upper body down to your elbows. Once again, placing the head on the mat, if you are able to do so, and focusing on the breath. Lizard pose is a wonderful position to allow your hip flexor to open up, especially if you have a desk job, or you're sitting all day, or have a long commute. When we don't release pent-up energy within the hip flexor and the glute, we can start to feel it as forms of pain in other areas of the body, not just within the hip flexor. So be thankful for allowing yourself the time on your mat today. Slowly begin to come up onto your hands. Bring the right knee back into your lunge. Coming up onto your toes and pushing the hips back into your one-legged dog. Exhale, place the right foot back onto the mat, downward facing dog. Look up to the front of your mat, step, hop, or jump. Grabbing the shins and pulling yourself into your forward fold. Trying to place the belly on the thighs. Bend your knees and slowly begin to roll up. Adjust your feet on the mat, finding a nice and stable position. On your inhale, you're going to reach the arms forward and slowly begin to pick up your left foot, pulling the left knee into the chest. Bringing your gaze forward. Finding a spot to focus on. When you feel you are ready, let go of that left knee. Grabbing the left foot with your left arm behind your back, reaching the right arm forward, foot up behind you, taking a slight back bend into dancer's pose. Hold it for as long as you can and release. Let's try it on the other side. Roll your shoulders back. Knee this time. Inhale, grabbing the knee and then pulling it into the chest. Right foot is flexed. Finding a spot to focus on. When you are ready, bringing the knee behind you, grabbing the right foot with the right arm. Left arm comes forward. Slightly bending the back and pulling the right leg up as far as possible. Then release. Inhale, come up onto your tippy toes, reaching the hands up towards the sky, engaging the core, holding your balance for as long as possible. Now bring the arms forward and bring a slight bend to the knees, lowering yourself gently to the ground. Reach forward, knees are bent, and roll through the spine, laying your head on the ground. You're going to cross the right knee over top of the left and begin to push the right knee down towards your left side. Extend the right arm out to the right side and look over the right shoulder. Shoulders are touching the ground as we take this subtle twist. This is your time to relax. Breathe into this posture. Breathe into every muscle and fiber or ligament into your body. With every exhale, allow that right knee to fall closer to the ground. Take one more deep inhale, and on your exhale, bring your knees back to neutral. Uncross them. Then cross the left over right, and with your exhale, lower the knee to the right side. Your left arm is extended, and your gaze follows your left hand. Both shoulder bones are on the ground. You can adjust this position by moving your knees up and down. You will feel it in different parts of your back. So just play around. Do what feels best for you. Take a final inhale, and on your exhale, bring the knees back up and uncross them into neutral position. Bring the knees into your chest and give them a big hug. You can lift your shoulders up off the ground if that feels good. And then release them, opening the knees into butterfly position. Toes and heels are touching. Place the hands right on each hip bone or thigh, and begin to slightly push out of your thigh and your hip flexor. Feel a nice elongating sensation along the sacral chakra, the sacrum, the lower lumbar spine. Then release the legs, bringing each foot out to the outer edges of your mat, laying the hands out beside you, taking our Shavasana, our final pose. You may stay here for a while if you'd like, or if you have to move on to your day, slowly begin to come into a seated position. Inhale, Arms begin to reach up, elongating the body. Exhale, hands fall into prayer position, down to heart center. Let's end our practice with one more. Inhale, reach up to the sky. Exhale, bring that energy down to your third eye and bow down to yourself for your wonderful and beautiful practice. Thank you for spending